On Memorial Day weekend of 2023, few Illinois citizens noticed that Illinois lawmakers made a push to pass Senate Bill 1909, which would have made the terrible crime of counseling a pregnant woman punishable with a fine of up to $50,000. That's right, while you were planning that first summer grill out with your family, Illinois lawmakers were up late at night creatively trying to find a way to make sure that no one in Illinois interferes with the multi-billion-dollar industry dedicated to the pagan god Moloch. You know, that industry. Not only are you forced to pay for the Moloch ritual in Illinois, and even for citizens who don't live in Illinois, but the temples of Moloch worship are the only places in Illinois that shall under no circumstances endure any health inspections whatsoever, in spite of the fact that surgery is performed there. Now that all sounds pretty crazy, but Illinois regressives don't stop there. They hope to make the terrible crime of counseling pregnant women through the nonprofit Pregnancy Center Network punishable. Of course, this is all happening because J.B. Pritzker and his clan are obsessed with the Moloch ritual. Take a listen.
For years, our office has received concerning reports about crisis pregnancy centers, aka CPCs, engaging in fraudulent and misleading conduct. They hold themselves out as reproductive service providers, but do not in fact offer comprehensive reproductive care. In the most extreme, our office has received complaints that CPCs have used deception to physically divert pregnant patients from their appointments with abortion care providers to mobile sites operated by the CPCs. At the CPCs, they might be pressured to take pregnancy tests or given ultrasounds, all without the CPC disclosing that they are not abortion providers or necessarily healthcare providers, and all with the intent to cause delay and prevent the patient from making it to their real medical appointment. This egregious conduct has amped up since the Supreme Court's Dobbs decision, particularly now that Illinois has become an oasis in the Midwest for those seeking reproductive care.
Did you catch that?
At the CPCs, they might be pressured to take pregnancy tests or given ultrasounds.
Pregnancy centers that run on donations and often volunteers, and that make it as easy as possible for moms to have healthy babies by providing free resources, are deceptive.
Are you nuts?
Now what happens next couldn't be more appropriate. A young mother testifies that when she arrived at Planned Parenthood to receive an ultrasound before her abortion, the ultrasound results seemed to confuse the staff a little bit.
The wording in this bill reminds me of my personal experience at abortion facilities, not pregnancy help centers. At the tender age of 15, I became pregnant and was taken to Planned Parenthood, where the sonographer tried to conceal and suppress the ultrasound monitor from me. But I saw a fluttering heartbeat on the monitor, and I didn't want to have an abortion. My parents felt differently, and a week later, I was taken to a different abortion facility where I was counseled that at my stage in pregnancy, my baby was more like an alien than a human being.
Did someone say an alien?
And how did you get your position again?
How is all this possible? How can it be that a state like Illinois can protect a doctor's right to tell a mother that her baby is an extraterrestrial, and yet that state wishes to sanction voluntary efforts to help mothers in crisis? The answer to that question is one that few will give you. States like Illinois don't simply disagree with you and your morals and your beliefs. No, they hate you.
I've allowed you to sit here and scream at me for an hour and a half and
I'm saying I don't believe that you should have the right to take
away.
away my access to a clean, safe abortion as a human right. I have the right to have the autonomy over my own body. You have the right to your autonomy over your own body. We both get knocked up, have sex, both of us pregnant. You want to abort it? You don't want to abort it? Your decision. If I want to abort it, I can do that. Okay. So who are you to sit here and tell me?
Yeah, so I don't want to own a slave, but you want to own a slave. Am I supposed to just sit around and say that?
Do not sit here in front of a microphone and compare owning a slave to me, you what?
In fact, they hate you so much that they not only wish to abort your children, they'd love nothing more than to abort you. And because they hate you so much, they don't care what you think. And frankly, they most likely find the process of forcing you to accept outlandish things entertaining. Does that sound too extreme? Were you thinking that during the last governor's debate in Illinois, that when they allowed the conservative candidates to tell you that life begins at conception during a debate, that Illinois lawmakers believe in some very diluted form of the moral law? You weren't thinking that because they'll debate us, that they must at least have a sliver of respect for us as human beings, were you?
Okay, Senator Bailey, we're going to give you a chance to respond now. You said in one of your Facebook videos, quote, "I think we're going to end this abortion thing," end quote. Aside from saving the life of the mother, would you ban all abortions, including in cases of rape and incest? You have 60 seconds.
Illinois has the most permissive abortion laws in the nation. Nothing's going to change when I'm governor. I couldn't change them if I could. J.B. Pritzker stays up at night trying to dream up new abortion laws. Those issues are dividing us.
Wasn't that nice of them to hand the microphone over to find out what Illinois conservatives really think? Maybe we ought to get Jim Jordan or Mike Johnson to come to Illinois and really stick it to them. They'll show them who's boss.
Now you stay away from worms and I'll stay away from monkeys. That's fair and square, and if you'd stop all your arguing and jawing, you'd see my side of it.
Now let me show you what the Moloch worshippers who run Illinois really think of you. The Satanic Temple has affectionately named their first abortion clinic in the state of New Mexico the Samuel Alito's Mother's Abortion Clinic. Why, you ask? Because Justice Alito should, in their esteemed opinion, have never been born. And that is precisely what Illinois lawmakers think of you and your churches and your homeschooled children and your public prayer and your unwillingness to dye your hair green and your school board moms who don't want pornographic books and all the rest.
The Satanic Temple is here to protect your reproductive freedoms with our religious abortion rituals for the folks who really need them. So get your abortion today in the name of Samuel Alito's mom. You can find out more on our website at thesatanictemple.com and Samuel Alito's mom Satanic Abortion Clinic.
Now this is the part where they hope that what I'm going to say to you is that we must take up arms and take our state back by any means necessary. But I'm not going to say that. However, I do have a military strategy, but it is one that our enemies cannot understand. Go Public for Life isn't a protest. It's just prayer. Go Public for Life is a 90-minute event that brings people across Illinois to prayerfully assemble in front of abortion clinics at the same time. Did you find this video to be eye-opening? I know it's hard to believe, but some people work really hard to make sure that videos like this never get out. You can help save states like Illinois by taking a chance and sharing this video as much as possible and subscribing to this channel. Thank you, and God bless you.